Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another recap of Tyler Perry's Zatima, the season finale, season 3, episode 20, To Die For. Let's just say things take an unexpected turn. So after Fatima and Zach was like, what the F to each other, he realized that was Leslie. He told Fatima was like, you need to get the heck out of my house. And she talking about her shoes and her clothes. Like, forget about that. Get the heck out of my house. And then she goes downstairs with her stuff. Zach was hiding behind a plant with 2 pillows behind him. And he was just like, so he was like, are we good? Whatever the case. But he was like, listen, can we just lay down for a second? He was like, I really thought this was you. And honestly, he was like, how did she get in here? And Fatima was like, I don't know. I don't even know how she got in there. Like, how did she get into their house? Because I could have sworn that Fatima had moved the key. Or since her Malachi is in, I don't know, she did something. And she was able to get into, like, maybe she had somebody from the FBI pretend to be Malachi to help get access to their house. I don't know. All this thoughts just started running through my mind now, like with the whole situation with Angela and stuff like that. So yeah. So after that, Zach was trying to go downstairs to help, but she was like, no, I'll just stay upstairs and wash the sheets. Fatima went downstairs to make sure she left and whatever the case may be. So yeah. Now it's Gladys's funeral. Everybody pulls up and they have the good service. They start singing a song. Whatever case may be. Next thing you know, in walks High Jeremiah. He had on some decent clothes. And he stumbles in and everybody's looking. And he's talking about, move over, man. Talking to Zach. And Fatima was just like, it's all right. He's high though, but it's all right. So they eventually let him sit down. Then, you know, they start talking. And then Zach was just like, we're not doing this, man. Like, can we just get one day of, like, peace and quiet, whatever the case may be? And Jeremiah screaming, like, that's my mama. I'm not going nowhere without seeing my mama. Why the casket closed? Not see my mama. So then Fatima was like, Jeremiah, can we talk outside? And he was just like, I'm not going nowhere. I want to see my mama. So she asked Nathan, like, are you going to help? And he's like, listen, we're at a funeral right now. That could wait. So Tony and Nathan both decided to help take him outside. Fatima went outside right after them so they could talk while Zach sat there to compose his thoughts and the choir was still singing. So they're talking about how can we help. Nathan says something, then Fatima asked to get him some coffee. And Nathan was like, that's not going to help him. And Fatima was like, listen, that's not helping. And then you got Tony like, Nathan, this is not the time. Next thing you know, Angela comes out and was like, Fatima, you're next. So they end up talking to him. And they was just like, can we just go inside and you just, you know, honor your mom's legacy? Because isn't that what you want to do? And he was like, okay. Just honor your mom's legacy. And that's cool and be cordial. So we're going to go sit in the same space. And we're going to just let you honor your mom's legacy. So they get back in. Fatima does her song or whatever the case may be. It was nice. And then it was time for Zach to say a few words. Jeremiah's talking about why only one of their sons, because that's what the deacon said. And he was like, I got some stuff to say about my mama. Like, he wasn't there. I was always there with her. And so Zach was just like, all right, let him talk. Like, he could say it, but the deacon was not going for it. So I guess the deacon and Gladys were friends growing up, and I guess the deacon did some things that he was supposed to do, and Jeremiah was there to witness, so he was just like, what you're doing is wrong. And the deacon would not let Jeremiah speak. So the deacon was just like, can we play the song? The funeral was over. Jeremiah said some words. He was like, my mama was a good woman. We used to do this dance, me and Zach. And he started shimmering, however he said shimmying, and then he was doing this cry dance talking about mama, and then next you know that funeral was over. So it's now the repast. Everybody pulls up at Zach's house. They got food and stuff like that. Zach is upstairs in his thoughts. Everybody want to check on him, but Linda, for some reason, she sees Preston talking to Fatima. Well, Bryce and Angela talking. He brought some food, so he sat it down, and then Angela and Bryce started talking, and Bryce wanted to go check up on Zach and Angela's like, that's not a good idea, but he's upstairs. And he was like, no, I'm not going upstairs. He don't even want to talk to me like that. Angel's thinking like, it's cool. Next, Fatima comes over there and he acts the same thing. And she was like, nah, he's upstairs. Like, that's not cool. And Bryce was like, see, I told you. He walks off. So Angela was like, I thought it would be a good idea. Nah, that money problem, nah, that's not good. So he's like, all right, cool. So they went by the way. Then Breasty came to check up on him, just to check up on him to see how he's doing. And Fatima was like, listen, I'm about to go upstairs to see how he's doing. I'll let you know. I mean, he's upstairs right now, stuff like that. And I want you to just watch everybody down here. And that girl that's behind you, keep a double eye on her and stuff like that. So she goes upstairs to check up on Zach. And then Preston turned around as Belinda. And she had a drink. And she ended up walking back over like, huh. So Fatima goes upstairs to talk to Zach. They have some words. He basically said he feel numb to the whole situation. He's kind of glad that she's gone, because it's like he worried about his whole life, like where she was at, why she do the things she did, like why she just didn't love him like that. And that was just weighing on his heart. But now that she's dead, it's a sigh of relief and stuff like that. And all he got to do is worry about him and his kids and his wife. Like at this point, it's over for him and everybody else, like Jeremiah included. Like you can tell he's at his wits' end with them. And it's just like, you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. So it's like, you gotta just focus on what's in my presence and nothing else out of my vicinity. That's all he got to worry about. So they have a moment, and he's happy that he has her in his life and stuff like that. It was a good moment. Like, oh, it was like, I love when they have their little communication moments in their talk and they get everything on the same page. After that, she poured him a drink. He was like, I hate to see you leave, but I love to see you walk away. Like, they eventually went downstairs, chopping it up with everybody. You got Connie, who's sitting down pensive. Like, she's so in her thoughts. Like, she wants to speak up, but at the same time, she don't know how to say it. So Zach sees her and he talking. They have a moment when they used to with Miss Gladys, like they stole money when they was kids to get, I guess, snacks and ice cream, and Miss Gladys threatened to beat they behind, so they laughed it off. It was like, it's funny how in the moment we couldn't, but it's nice that we can laugh it off now. Who else? Oh, Belinda and Angela, they have the moment and talk about how Connie's sneaky. She just want to get into mess with Zach. Girl, wasn't you in that same position? Like, girl, did you act like that wasn't you? So now we got Angela. She's trying to co-sign with him. And it's just like, girl, you got her being bad. She like, listen, that's why I didn't want you, because now you're going to be acting like you. She was like, yeah, but I see how Fatima wouldn't want, that's to go down with Kanye and stuff like that. So that was that. Then next, all of them came together. Connie, Tony and Nathan and Fatima, they all hugged around each other. They started talking. It was like how they love each other, how they're all one big, happy, messy, crazy, and dysfunctional family, but that's family. Next, while they're having a good moment, Jeremiah runs in. And then these guys come in, and then it's just like, by this time, Fatima then went behind the island to stand where the food is at, and then the guys come in asking like, where that nigga went. And Zach just looks back at Fatima, and she's rubbing her stomach, and he's just like, I'm going to need for y'all to get out of my house. And then Tony said the same thing. Nathan said the same thing. And then he's like, gentlemen, I'm going to need for y'all to get out of my house. The guys are literally about to be like, I respect y'all and all, but I'm still going to mess Jeremiah up. And they was just about to leave. Out of nowhere comes Jeremiah. That going to do enough offset a full-blown fight between everybody in the house. And then next, the big guy put out his gun. 2 shots went off. Everybody turned their back. Fatima is nowhere to be found. And this is like, hopefully she didn't get shot. Because that right there would end Zach's heart right here. Oh my God, that would be so much turmoil in his way. Like, oh my gosh, just when you think things are going good, somebody comes and it ruins it. Jeremiah, you like the devil right now. Like, that's another thing. The deacon had called him a devil. Like, what the heck? Like, every time you think you're going to go positive, somebody take you 10 steps back and you just be like stuck. But yeah, that, you guys, have it with this. Oh, the season finale. I can't wait for season 4 because it's only up for here and it's only going to get better and better and better. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy it and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.